great to meet you. So you're looking forward to seeing the top 3 tips that my clients profited from in 2020. They were so important, I dropped them into this video for you. So if you're itching for your phone, email, or Slack, then this may be exactly what you need. And maybe it's not you, but a lot of people we work with, also their families have started to wonder when they're going to see them again. They barely get to tuck their kids in at night. So, maybe you're like a client, he had his first child and he didn't have enough time either to run his business or to be with his kid. And he kept asking himself, where am I going to fail today? At home, at work, or both? Let's dive right into the top 3 strategies. The key question in terms of scaling and being effective in this economy is understanding where you are on this model. So if you're in the red zone, you've got a high stress job. You've got 2 jobs, in fact. You're an employee and you're an owner. It means your business isn't making as much as you want for net profit and you don't have as much time for him. So that's the red zone. Now, in this orange zone, you've been able to free up some time to make your business more efficient, but you're running into a wall in terms of how much more money you can make, right? And then when a lot of our clients come to us, they are in this yellow zone where they've got a high stress, high pay job. Now, what happened is you've created a stable business. You're making good profits. You can actually afford a nice life, but you barely have time to enjoy it. You've got massive stress. You're tied to your business. And some of our clients describe it as feeling like they're on an endless treadmill, never able to get off. Others say it feels like you're having your competitors at your heels and we're tied between home and work, so much so that we go back to that question, where am I going to fail today? At home, at work, or both? Where our clients want to get to is to the green zone. This is where you have scale and you have freedom. Your business makes money and runs while you're at your kids' games, you're laying on the beach, you're enjoying hobbies, or just having fun and personal time. Remember what that felt like? So that means no more constant phone ringing, emergencies, finally getting what you want when you started. A business, money, and time for your family and for yourself. So if you want to go into the green zone like our clients did, let me show you the top 3 strategies that worked in 2020 and are working right now in 2021 so you can get a jump start. So the first one, I was having a conversation with Robert. When he first started with us, he was frustrated. Robert's got 6 kids. He's got 100 employees. And his business was shut down for 2.5 months because of COVID. And he wanted more time and more profit. Now, how stressed would you be from that situation? At first, he just wanted to get out of COVID alive. Have you ever asked yourself that? How can I make it through COVID? How am I going to make it in this struggling economy? And then as we started to work with him, we guided him through a few subtle shifts that helped him move into the green zone. And he was able to get more profit, more free time for family, friends, and for himself. So not only did Robert survive, but he thrived. 2020 was the most profitable year in the 25 years of business. And I say this not to brag, but to really show you how you can go from being frustrated to being in the green zone. Okay, so listen closely. I'm going to dive right into the specific shifts that helped Robert. Strategy number 1, we worked with him to identify strategic cost reductions. So this isn't just cutting costs. This is being strategic about it. And what surprised him and what was amazing was that his clients actually told him they enjoyed the changes to how he serves clients. So mind you, he's cutting costs and his clients are happier with the service. Oh my gosh, everyone's dream. Another shift he made was in mindset and leadership. When we met him, he was working 7 days a week. How many of you are in that position right now? And now he's reduced his hours, and by his own words, he says his staff is smiling and he enjoys being a CEO again. The third major shift, and this was huge, is we redefined his customer and why they buy. So by guiding him through a couple of processes and questions, he was able to open up a brand new revenue stream that had a large pool of qualified, warm leads, and all of this with little to no marketing cost. This shift is something few in his industry haven't realized. It's giving him an advantage for 2021 and beyond. And the reason Robert was able to enjoy the most profitable year in history while having a 2.5-month shutdown, that's almost a full quarter shut down, was because of these few shuttle shifts. And you're probably wondering, how do a few shifts make a difference? So for example, if you're a baker and you think about baking a cake, the difference between it rising and not rising may be a couple grams of the wrong thing here and there, or put at the wrong time in the process. So maybe this may not be you, but if you want more sales, more profits, and all of this while you're working less, then you really want to hone in on strategy number 1, which is strategic cost reduction with new revenue streams. So if you see this and you're thinking, I want to get into the green zone, how do I do that? How do I not just survive, but thrive like Robert in this economy? You can actually get a free business scaling assessment that will show you the next steps to get you in the green zone. If you want it, shoot me a quick message asking for the business scaling assessment. And in 24 hours, you'll get a personalized assessment from one of our seasoned business scaling experts that actually helped Robert. So no automated reporting. A real live seasoned scaling expert will go through your questions and you get a personalized response. It'll show you where you are and the next steps to move into the green zone. All right, let's keep it going. Strategy number 2. So Lynn and I were talking about scaling, and Lynn wasn't sure where to start, right? She has got 3 boys. She only wanted to work 42 hours a week, and she wanted more profits and team results. So she's an experienced business owner, 16 years in business, like so many of you, and she needed help scaling. So here are a few shifts, right? So she was able to get to the point where she had time to jog again in the morning. She was making more money, more profit, and she did this. Let me tell you, Lynn worked 42 hours a week before she met us, and 42 hours a week the whole time she was scaling. And so how did she manage to make more money and keep the same hours? And with some subtle shifts. So if we continue with that baker analogy, if you have a recipe for how you run your business, and we're able to guide you through a few subtle and critical shifts that move you up into the green zone. For Lynn, the shifts were streamlining her sales process and pricing, and that caused increased price per sale and an increase in total sales. I know we love that. The second shift for her was that with all the new clients coming in, she needed more from her team. She was able to pass work down to them, and they did a great job, and they were so excited for the growth. And we used specific ways to increase her team skills, so she had a stronger team to support all the new work. So get this, between the upskilling of the team and the way sales are coming in, she hired a new person and she pre-sold 60% of their time before their first day. Imagine that. You got an employee that's already paid for. So strategy number 2 that is really critical, that worked in 2020 and gets you the head start to get in the green zone in 2021, is to increase the profit per sale and total sales and upskill your team. You'll notice that with strategy 1 and 2, there are 2 different things going on that a lot of people wouldn't do at the same time. But by doing them, you're actually able to move into the green zone, and that is part of the subtlety of the shifts and how critical and specific they are. We've got one more killer strategy left, and you can, stay with me. Excited to keep sharing these wins so that you can implement that strategy. If you're ready to get on with your strategy for getting into the green zone, DM me to get the business scaling assessments. But I promised I'd give you all 3 strategies, so we're going to keep it going. Okay, so the next one is Mark's example. So Mark is in the green zone. Okay, now get this. He's got 5 kids. Yes. 50 employees. He's got bookstores, and he is competing with Amazon. Talk about tough. He also had multiple COVID shutdowns. Now with multiple shutdowns, Amazon at your heels, and 5 kids to feed, he needed not just to survive, but to thrive. How stressed would you be in that situation? So Mark made key shifts in his business, right? So a lot of people in this kind of situation would have been looking to shrink their business. But Mark understood that he needed to expand in a way that met his customer need. So what he did is he added an online store and he made a shift into how to best serve the customer. So now it was easy for the customer to buy in store or buy online and understand that it's the same company, the same brand, and use that interchangeably. The second thing that he did was he shifted his marketing to support the online presence. He tested some low-cost marketing so that his sales and profit increased with very little additional cost. And he used key metrics to focus this marketing and his team so it would make everyone successful, right? Because he needed his team to help really do the work so that he could free himself up. So maybe if you're like Mark and you want a staff that can get things done without you always asking, you can make subtle shifts in KPIs or developing KPIs for the first time and give your staff the clarity to actually free you up. You may have challenges with your team, or you may have a team that wants to support you even more, but just feel stuck. There's a shift in the guidance they need to get you off the treadmill and get you into the green zone like Mark. Strategy number 3, summarize. Add new sales channels with strategic marketing and sales metrics. This will result in more sales at a lower cost per sale and a focused team to free up your time. So you've now seen 3 powerful strategies to thrive in 2021 and move into the green zone. So if you want to get off that treadmill, do you want specific steps? You want to thrive like Robert, not just survive in this economy. Move into the green zone like Mark. So then just send a quick message asking for your free business scaling assessment. You'll get a personalized report from one of our seasoned business scaling coaches that actually helped Robert. And we'll be showing you the key steps to move you to the next level. So you can be sipping a Mai Tai, somewhere in the Caribbean, or just spending more time with your kids, remembering hobbies, those kinds of things. And so this isn't an auto-generated report. It's personalized and reviewed by a seasoned expert and then sent to you. So thank you for sharing this time. It's been an honor to share Robert, Mark, and Lynn's wins and really show you the 3 specific strategies that can work for you now in 2021. So you're welcome to go it alone, DIY, doing it yourself. You can look for another resource to help you, or if you want to come to us and get started with the free assessment, go ahead and just shoot me a message. All right, so here's to you moving into the green zone and having a successful 2021.